Frangie with you as we welcome in the coach, Doug Pederson, who joins us on a Friday afternoon. Doug, how are you, man?
Hey, Frank. Doing well. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And thanks for fitting this in. I know the schedule's a little different when Monday night game comes around. How is that for a coach? Is it different for your guys to have to kind of adjust your days a little bit?
It is different. We basically have a bonus day at the beginning of the week. So actually Monday was kind of our bonus day for planning. And we could actually jump ahead and look at Houston next week just a little bit, and spend that time, looking at a little Houston tape. And then Tuesday was like a typical Monday for us and the players. Bring them in the building, watch the Cleveland game, make the corrections. And then Wednesday was a typical day off for the players. Coaches are game planning now for Buffalo. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday are our work days, and then we'll travel on Sunday. So it pushes things back a day, but gives really the players too a chance to kind of get in the treatment room, watch a little extra tape, recover just a little bit, and get ready for Monday night.
And speaking of Monday night, Doug, whether it's our generation or their generation, and by the way, I'm older than you, but I'm welcoming you into my generation. But we all grew up watching Monday Night Football. We really did. That's got to be a big deal for those guys, right? There's got to be a little more juice when you play on Monday night, right?
It is. It's still an exciting time. It's even though I know there's two games this Monday, but it's still a great opportunity. A lot of people tune in and watch, and just football fans in general. So the guys definitely get a little more energy going into these games, and look forward to playing in them.
Doug, I know you're a little concerned about the offense as you go into this Buffalo game. What do you do to get it going? Obviously, third downs are a big part of that. I know that. But as you look at your team offensively, what are some of the things you want to kind of work on here as you get ready for this game?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we got to just start showing more consistency. We've made some mistakes that are just sort of the bonehead mistakes, not necessarily what our opponents have done to us, but what we've done to ourselves. And those are the things that we can't continue to make on the field and correct those. And I think the run game helps us do that, kind of settles into football games, and having some success there would also help. And you got to just stay out of third and longs. And to do that, you got to do better on first and second down and be more efficient. And, last week was a unique game because we didn't have many possessions in the first half. I think Cleveland had a 16-play drive out there, 11-play drive out there, and they had another 17 or so play drive in the second half. And so defensively, we've got to get off the field and find a way there to do that. And then, the other thing too is we've got to begin to, create some takeaways. That's another way of getting more touches for your offense. And I know they're coming. We've been close, and guys have been working hard at that. But, just overall, our communication process, execution a little bit, will help us, and jumpstart our team.
Doug, offensively with Brian Thomas Jr., he may be even better than I thought. I wonder how you feel about that. I got to tell you, as a play-by-play guy, the one thing you say is they tell us is don't ever anticipate, right? I thought that ball was overthrown. I don't know what's from your angle, but from up in the booth, I was convinced it was overthrown, and then he caught the dang thing. I don't know how you saw it, but is he maybe even better than we all expected?
I think so. Obviously there were some flashes and some really great plays on tape, from LSU, and just seeing the speed in person, it's real and he has it. And really, when you watch Brian practice, you think he's gliding. It's almost like it feels like he's taking it easy, but he's really not. And that speed shows up in practice, and it shows up in games. And so those are things that we're obviously excited about with him, and how we can use that to our advantage, obviously offensively. And he's made 2 weeks in a row now. He's gotten in behind the defense, and obviously drew the DPI penalty week one, and then the big pass completion in week two. So just continue to work it, but he's definitely opened our eyes. To that speed and what he can bring to us.
Doug, let's talk about the Bills for a second. And any conversation about Buffalo has to start with Josh Allen. Obviously, he's such a good player. What do you see when you look at the Bills on tape?
Everything runs through Josh, quite frankly, and really probably more so, this year. He's really managing that team. I know the running game has really taken off and done some good things, and he's not having to throw the ball as much. And when he does throw it, he's efficient. And then defensively, they're creating takeaways, and Coach McDermott has done a great job there. He's been, obviously 8 years. Him and Coach Babbage have been together on defense now for that long. And so there's you see a lot of simplicity, but it's complex, if that makes sense. I mean, These guys, they work well together. They disguise well, and they communicate well, and it's a scheme that's been, it's been in the works now for, like I said, for 8 years. But on offense, that's what it is. It's going to go through Josh, and he's protecting the football, obviously, and it's just 2 games, but he's done a nice job of protecting the ball, and defensively they're creating takeaways.
Doug, how do you manage your team? Obviously, it's only been 2 games, but everybody wants to win every game, and it's been 2 close games, and everyone knew you had a tough schedule to start the season. Do you keep your guys motivated? I mean, I think you're really good at that. I told you that the other day offline. I sense that the team's in a good place. Are they when you meet with those guys?
They are. And part of my job is to put it in front of our guys. Show them the mistakes we're making. Show them the good plays we're making. So that they can see it. They can see it as a team, and we talk about accountability all the time, and I think that's part of my job is to show these players. And so when they see it, and they see it in front of their peers, the good and the bad, it makes them sort of wake up, but it makes them just strain a little bit harder and do their jobs a little bit better, and that's all it's going to come down to, and we don't have to reinvent football or reinvent the wheel. We just continue to work, and I think our defense has played outstanding these first 2 games. I know we gave up the big plays in Miami, but really since then we've settled in and have done some nice things against Cleveland last week, and they'll continue to grow, and same with our offense.
Yeah, I agree with you about the defense, Doug. I think they've played. I think Monteric Brown was terrific. I think guys you called on were very good. Final thing, from a health standpoint. You didn't have Savage last week. You lost Evan in warm-ups. Tank Bigsby took a big blow early on. Any updates on those guys? Will they be game time stuff? Do you have anything yet?
I think Evan's probably a long shot for this game. He's progressing good, but I think he's probably gonna miss this game again. Another game. Savage is kind of day to day right now. We'll see where he's at tomorrow, and get to practice tomorrow and see what he can do there. And and Tank's shoulder, he'll be fine. He took a shot on it there during special teams at kickoff return, and but he should be good to go for the game. And and we're in a good place. Health wise, we just got a couple of guys here and there. Tyson's, obviously he's out for a little while, but we're in a good spot, and it's always been a next man up mentality, and that's what we got to do Monday. Yeah,
you guys have really shown that. I said Monteric Brown. I thought Brenton Strange played well. I think you've had the depth of the team has showed up, so I think it has. Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football coming up in Buffalo. Doug, I know it's a crazy schedule for this week. Thanks so much for taking time, man. I'll see you on the plane on Sunday. Look forward to it.
All right, Frank. Thank you so much.
Hey, Mia here, and thanks so much for watching 1010XL Jaguars. For even more coverage of the Big Cats, be sure to subscribe to 1010XL Jaguars.